Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get 'em on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only. Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yeah, man. Back in business, too, man. Whew. Man, how good is God? I mean, really, if you think about it, in spite of all that's going down in your life, first of all, it could be worse. But secondly, sometimes you have to remember, and I've just had to have this conversation with myself this morning. That's how I'm fresh on this one right here. When a challenge faces you, or you're going through a difficult moment, or you didn't hit a bump in the road, in the middle of that, if you can manage to be grateful, it would take you a long way. Gratitude is a powerful resource. If you can be grateful in the middle of it, gratitude is a powerful resource. When it's dim for you and it got a little bumpy on the road and you ran into some obstacles and you done ran up into some detour signs and your journey ain't smooth as it was last week or last year, you got to be grateful for the things that are going right and that have gone right, and for the thing that's wrong right now to get right. Man, can I share that with you? Man, is that a tough one to learn. It is for me. It has been one of my toughest challenges, is to learn how to be grateful, because it's a powerful resource, but how to be grateful in moments of despair when it ain't going right. See, here's a mistake I would make. See, when something go wrong, I want to focus on the wrong so much in an attempt to fix it. But even then, the focus ain't always in to fix it. The focus becomes, man, this is bad. Man, I can't believe this is happening. Why does this keep going down? That doesn't fix anything. You know, milling over it, going over what's wrong, explaining it, sharing it with your friends, you know, making it sound worse than it is, tell the story for pity from other people. All of that right there has nothing to do with the fix. Sometimes you're just mulling over it. You're just making it worse. You're just making it a bigger problem. You're manifesting it into your atmosphere. You're putting it out there in your spirit. Now all of a sudden it consumes your day. Next thing you know, you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, it's because you've been having some bad thoughts. So what I've had to learn how to do, and what I'm working on this morning, is I'm working on this situation that done cropped up. I was going kind of smooth here for a minute, and now I done got real bumpy in the road, you know, and all this here. So what I'm thinking about now, though, is even though I've hit a bump in the road, and even though I done ran into a detour, and even though I've hit this lull, I'm going down into a valley, I ain't up on the peak, can I not still be grateful for all the things that God has given me, for all the things he's done for me, for all the things he's brought me through, and realizing that even this that's happening to me again is going to pass too. He gonna get me through that too. Come on, man. God is a good God, man. It's a lot to be grateful for. So while I'm tripping on this bump in the road I done hit, what I got to remember is all the things he's done for me. And like I say, my saying is joy and depression cannot reside in the same place. So instead of being down about this new bump in the road, if I'm constantly filling my mind with the thoughts of how good he's been to me, of what all he's done for me, of all the things he's brought me through, of all the blessings he's presented me with. When I go down that list, I really don't have a lot of time to mull over the situation. Now, do I have to fix this bump in the road? Of course I do. Are there some things I'm going to have to do to straighten it out? Of course it is. But Steve, just go on and get the business of doing it and straighten it out. What you mulling over and worrying about it for? You know, old people, I heard old people say something when I was growing up in the church. They say, if you're going to pray about it, don't worry about it. But if you're going to worry about it, don't pray about it. That's an amazing thing. And prayer just happens to be my weapon of choice. Now, it ain't always been that way. I want you to understand that. My first weapon of choice was, you do it to me, I do it to you. You call me out, I call you out. You say something bad about me, I've tried to find you and say something bad about you. That was my weapon in the past. How did that work out for you, Steve? Not so good. Because you know what? I spent a lot of time fighting back, kicking back, swinging back, when I could have spent all that time climbing. See, all you trying to do at the end of the day, folks, is have a better life than the one you got. All you trying to do is improve your position in life. You know, it's not my business to make sure you don't get where you going. I ain't got no time for that. It's not my job to assure that you ain't as high as me. I ain't got no time for that. Your real mission and purpose is to have the best life that you can have, to ascend to the highest plateau that you can get to make your family as comfortable as you can, to provide as much as you can for your family, but legally. See, those of us that sitting up here trying to come up with sideways, you can ask a couple million men sitting in prison today how they wish they hadn't have done that. And they'll tell you, oh man, I wish I never had did it. I knew not to go down there. Something told me not to go down there. Man, if I could change things, I would. But they sitting somewhere doing some time that had they made another decision, they wouldn't have to do. Now, that don't make them throw away people. Nah, man, because everybody make mistakes, and God is in the forgiving business. And some of us have done some things that really broke the law and a whole lot of other things and deserved to do some time, but through the grace of God, we didn't. But now we sit up here and we pass judgment on people who got to do something. Man, I don't care. I don't care what you've done. God can forgive anything. But our position, our motivation in life is to try to have the best life we can have and provide for those around us and make it comfortable. If that's your ambition, you don't have time to worry about or concern yourself with another person. And I wasted time doing that. And that's not the way to get it done. It's simply mind to your business. Taking care of you and getting yourself right and tight is 24/7. So that's a full-time job. So what I had to learn was, and the reason I've chosen prayer as my weapon of choice now, is that now prayer helps me that I don't have to fight back. Now, if I get cornered, I'm going to fight you. I ain't even going to lie to you. And I'm still working on some things that trigger me, and so I'm slowly getting better at that. But I've learned that my weapon of choice is prayer now. So when it happens ugly for me, I pray about it. When it get tight and dismal for me, I pray about it. And the thing about prayer, man, is prayer changes things. Yes, it does now. Read about it and try it. That's the deal, okay? Come on. Prayer is a wonderful weapon.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, alive and well. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to beg. That's how we doing it this morning. Alive and well, grateful, highly motivated. The Tudes is in the building. If you wake up with gratitude, it affects your attitude, which is in direct correlation to your altitude. Get your tudes together, man. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Mississippi, Monica. That boy is back, Junior. And ladies and gentlemen, yours truly. Junior, what's on your mind today?
Yeah, where you been?
Junior,
come on, stop playing
let's ask him the question.
Where you been?
Do I have to tell you where I was?
Yeah.
No.
MIA?
No. You don't have to tell us where you was.
Okay.
But you have to want your check, though.
Not
Well,
threatening.
you know
I
what?
like
You
that
know
even
what?
better.
You know what? I understand what you're saying, Unc. Hey, family, listen. I know I've been gone about a week. I need a little time. I ain't tell y'all this, but I got married over the weekend. Just want y'all to know that.
What?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
Y'all got married,
What,
okay?
Junior?
I did. I got.
Junior.
Yeah.
Junior, you did what?
I got married.
Is he for real right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all see the ring? What the hell y'all talking about? He's real. He's
Are we
right
being
here.
pranked?
No. He not here to do pranks.
Junior.
No. Yeah.
Junior, you got married this weekend?
Dog. I swear to God, I got married. Great
You
wedding,
got a whole
too.
wife right now.
Got
You
a whole wife in the room right now.
Okay, let me
Mrs.
just say
Spates.
this right here.
Mrs. Spates. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's a Mrs.
Because this is a national radio show, I
Yes,
can't
sir.
say what I want to say.
No, you can't.
But you know that emoji that's orange
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With the
with the
Angry face.
symbols cross his mouth?
yeah.
Yes.
I know which one. Yeah.
Profanity.
Yeah.
I need about 8 of them right now. And then I need the little yellow emoji with the eyes wide open.
Yes, that's my
And
favorite.
then I need the one Monica always seeing me, the little girl with her hands up like that.
I don't know.
And then
I
the
don't
one with the hand on her face.
Yeah.
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 And then let me see.
It's
Because
Right now, I'm trying
I
to
know the
figure
fines on this show.
Oh, okay.
You do know I paid them all.
Before. Yeah.
I paid them all. That $300,000 one, that hurt me.
Yeah.
I know all the prices for each word
one
of
of 'em?
profanity. And let me tell you, my favorite cuss word, the big one with the 13 letters in it. But I don't know why they charge me the whole fine, because I don't even say it with all the letters in it.
It's not about the count of the
Okay.
of the letters. It's not
Ladies
about
and gentlemen, you heard it. Junior is married.
we need a minute.
Yeah.
I need a minute.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm
We'll be
going to
back
drink.
with
We're
more.
not coming right back. I'm going to drink.
We need a drink. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back with Steve. What you got, Steve?
And Junior, I've been doing it since you and Tommy been out. You know, I didn't know you were doing it. I'm still in shock, but this is how you announce it. Say it. Make your announcement, Shirley.
All right. It is time now to run that prank back with Steve. What you
Weed
got,
in the
Steve?
church van, run it, cat.
That's how he does it, Junior.
Sad.
That's it.
Oh, let's set up. We done heard this damn prank. Let's go.
Hello?
I'm trying to reach Dan, brother Dan.
Hold on. Let me cut my TV down. Now, who you
I'm trying to reach brother Dan.
Oh, this is
Okay, yeah, this brother Scott from the church, from Bethel Baptist.
hello, brother.
Dan, I call you. I'm trying to get a little information about the church van. What's your schedule? You drive the church van. What's your schedule?
I drive it Wednesday, Fridays, and Sundays.
Okay, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Now Sunday, what is that schedule?
Well, Sunday I usually start about 8 o'clock in the morning, probably a little earlier, depending on some of the elderly people that I had to go pick up and bring to the church. Make sure they get there okay and get situated and make sure they're on time for the service and whatnot.
Okay, and then you take them back home after service is over?
Yes, I try to get all of them back home unless they got family members or something that come up there and meet them up there and want to take them to dinner or something afterwards. But I usually get everybody back home.
Okay. Now, this past Sunday, which is part of the reason why I'm calling you, they saying that some of the church members that was on the band this Sunday, they are complaining, saying that that the church band was smelling like weed when they got on there.
Excuse me?
They say the church band was smelling like weed when they got on there, and you are the person that was driving them.
Oh no, not the van that I'm driving. I ain't smoke weed in no van.
Do you smoke weed?
No, I don't smoke weed. I mean, not currently. I mean, I have before, but I don't smoke weed now. And I wouldn't smoke weed before picking some people up to go to no church. Now, where are you getting it from? Who told you this?
Well, all I know is what's come down the pipeline is they saying that a couple of the members came complaining, saying
this just happened last week about this pipeline. I want to know who the pipeline is because just last week they came at me talking about that I was using the van to go places that I wanted to go to on my personal time. Now I don't do that. I don't do stuff like that. Now I done had a past, I done had a history, but I don't do stuff like that, and I wouldn't smoke in no church van. So are you seriously talking?
What we're trying to get to the bottom of it and see what's going on with you.
Well, which elderly person said it? Do you know which one?
I don't know.
They love me. Every Sunday, them people tell me they love me. They say I'm one of the most respectful young gentlemen they've ever met in their life. And so I really find it hard to believe that you getting these type of complaints about me.
Okay, well, one of them says smell like ooh-wee. I don't know what that means or nothing like that.
Look, brother, I don't know you too well, and I know you don't know me, but I've been driving this van as a point to try to change my life and where I come from. So this was something that I wanted to volunteer, even though I'm getting paid, to give my time to do this for the church. And now this is like the second instance where y'all done came at me on some stuff about like I'm trying to do something with this van. Now, why would I disrespect the church van by smoking weed in it and then letting the weed stay in there so other people could smell it?
Okay, so let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go out here to the church van today and open it up. Now, if we see any seeds or anything around the driver's seat, then we're gonna definitely have a finger pointing.
You gonna open the van up. Man, I was raised in that church, man. My mama go to that church. My grandma, she go to that church. She the reason we even all at that church. And you think I'm gonna mess up their name by driving around in a van full of elderly people smoking some weed?
Then why do it smell like weed, brother Dan?
I don't know why the van smell like weed, man. Now, I don't got the answers to these questions. I'm just trying to tell you that it wasn't me.
Did you have some weed in your pocket and maybe it was just smelling?
I ain't had no weed on me. Stop trying to say like I had weed on me. And you ain't gonna give me nothing. I ain't had no and I ain't had no weed on me, okay? Now you ain't gonna mess up my name or my family's name in this church and disrespect us like this. Now we've been helping this church for years, and I'm trying to tell you that I ain't riding around in no van smoking no weed with no elderly people. Did you ask any of the elderly people if they had any weed on them?
No, we didn't. No, I didn't think about no elderly people having no weed.
So you just assume it's me? What, one of them got glaucoma or something?
What? You know what? You know who I think? You know who I think the weed belonged to?
Who?
I think the weed belonged to nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
What the heck? Man!
Damn, you just got pranked. Oh my God! You just got pranked. What is his name? His name is brother Lawrence.
Oh my God.
Larry. They call him Larry, but his name is Lawrence.
Oh man, I know exactly. Tell Larry he in trouble with me. I'm gonna hit him with the van.
Oh man. Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, Steve Harvey Morning Show, man. Y'all got me.
Man, go on rest, man. Go on and chill out the rest of the day.
I try, man. I know I ain't gonna smoke no weed.
Well, that's it. Weed in the church, fan. Hey, listen, watch me on Ready for Some Love.
Now you done added words.
That's it.
All right. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, music executive Shaka Zulu faces murder charges in Atlanta after a shooting in Atlanta back in June of this year. And Kim Kardashian dropped about $70 million on a Malibu beach house. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. This one's from Cassandra in Tyler. Cassandra writes, my husband and I have 2 teenagers, and he is strict on our son, but not on our daughter. She's 17, and he won't let her get a job, but he made our 15-year-old son work with him all summer. How do I fix the imbalance so my son won't feel bad?
So your son won't feel bad.
Right.
Ma'am, are you kidding me? Your father is teaching your son discipline and responsibility, which is what he has to do. He's spoiling your daughter because he's showing your daughter what the love of a man feels like. And it's putting her on a pedestal. Now, she's 17. It's dangerous out here in this world today. She going out getting a job, got to work late hours. Maybe he's protecting her from that until it's absolutely necessary. On the other hand, the boy has to get it. And stop being the coddling mother. What I do to make my son not feel bad? What you want to raise? You want to raise this little chump, this little ragged ass boy? Don't know nothing about no responsibility, doing like he want to do, because he going to be a man one day. See, your son may one day have a wife like you and a daughter like his sister. And if he don't have the ability to take care of her, he won't even be able to give his daughter the choice of staying home or going to work. Because my daddy ain't worth a damn, so now I got to get out here. So now why are you calling me to ask me what you can tell your husband so your son can feel better? Are you kidding me? Look, when you're married to a man and you know you have a good man and he's imparting these little nuggets on these boys about manhood, please allow that to happen. Because that's what's wrong in our society today. We have so many young men that didn't get the nuggets of manhood that now they walking around with a whole different viewpoint of what manhood is. Just let that go. Congratulations, you lucky. Anybody fix nothing for your little sorry little boy so he don't feel bad. Oh, man,
You worried about his feelings? That's not what
man,
you
I wish somebody had said that to my father.
Ooh, what would have happened?
Doing that so Steve won't feel bad.
What? Ooh.
Feel. Who gave his ass permission to feel?
Oh, okay.
Dog,
All
my
right.
father, it was different households, so. All right, let's go.
All right, moving on to April in Philly. April says, I've been married for less than a year, and this lady came through the drive-thru at my job and said she has been sleeping with my husband. I'm his boss, and he was at work, but he refused to address her. I put him out of my house. Should I fire him too? Whoa. What?
Well, now, you got to think about this, lady. If you fire him, who going to be the fry cook tomorrow? See, you up in here, you rushing to judgment. Who is going to be the fry cook tomorrow? If a lady pulls up your drive-through window and accuses you of sleeping with your husband, and your husband is at work and you the manager, clearly he ain't the manager. You said he works for you. That ain't but a couple positions back there.
Fry cook and what else?
I've been back there. You either flipping burgers or you dropping them fries.
Right.
Or you on rap duty today. Now rap duty is when you take the meat and put it on the bun and dress it with whatever they making. Now I don't know which one of the fast foods you at, but I know all of the stations. I was fry man at Burger King.
Were you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Boy, let me tell you something. When I moved up to the Broil Master,
Couldn't talk to you. Couldn't
boy,
talk to
what?
you.
And could put them frozen patties on that grill and they rolled over that fire.
Oh, yes. Flame broil.
So
Girl,
wait a
I
minute, let me
can't
get
tell you. Go ahead.
Let me get this straight. She should be more concerned about who's going to be the fry
gonna
cook
work
tomorrow than
Yeah.
a woman who's sleeping with her
Well,
husband who says she's
that's
sleeping with her husband.
that's for joke purposes.
I know.
I'm just thinking of a woman that drove up through drive-through.
Right.
Let me get
right.
a number one and
Then ask for a number one, and at the pay window and tells you, I'm sleeping with your husband.
and
Now, he back there dropping fries. He heard her voice on the intercom. So now he dropping extra fry. He heard her voice. That intercom, you can hear people. Because everybody got a headset on back there. When I'll be damn.
All
Man,
right,
that
drive
sound-
to the next window.
I'll be down. Boy, that show sound like Belinda. God.
that'll be $8.90 drive.
Yeah.
Drive through. Yeah. to the
That'll be
next window.
$8.90. Why don't you get it from the man I'm sleeping with? He's your husband. He back there. He the one told me to come around here and get this free lunch.
That's dirty.
God, no.
Oh, man.
That's when you got to start throwing grease on the floor.
And then what happens
Grease
when you
gun,
do that?
Well, you got to create a distraction.
Oh, okay.
What
So what
dog
did he
need
do?
to do? He need to start a small fire
Oh, no.
Right now.
That's
at the
dangerous.
restaurant.
Burn the place down.
So if I was her, I would take it with a grain of salt. Who is this woman? Think of this.
Yeah.
Now. Who's the lady that drives through a drive-through to tell a woman I'm sleeping with her?
But she already put the man out of the house.
Yeah, that could have been a lie. And he has nowhere to go. Because I'm gonna tell you right now about fry cook pay. Let me tell you something. That don't leave a lot for savings. You sure can't save up for no apartment as the fry cook.
He can go over her apartment since she over there
Yeah,
ordering
that's
and
where-
telling business.
uh-huh.
Go to her.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he is definitely out. Matter of fact, he back at a relative's house. So when you make fry cook, that money right there, I'm telling you right now, woo. That was, let me see, when I was in school, that was $1.
She said, no, woo,
I
woo,
think that was $1.55 or 65.
But
That's
that was
what I
back
was
then.
making. Yeah.
Minimum wage is higher now.
It's $15.
All right.
Yeah, but you
But
you
so is
still think
everything
that's
else.
Yeah, but you think that's enough for an apartment, Shirley?
No, I don't. I do not.
Okay.
I
Back
do
at a
not.
relative's house. Okay,
All right. Well, whew. Moving on, I guess. Bailey in Tacoma says, my older sister had a pool party last weekend and we all got drunk. My sister's husband kissed me and my little sister saw it and she told my mom. My mom is upset.
Wait. Start, Shirley, what happened?
My older sister had a pool party last weekend. We all got drunk. My sister's husband kissed me, and my little sister saw it and told my mom. My mom is upset and said, I've got to tell my sister about her husband. Should I really do that? It's from Bailey.
No, y'all got drunk. I would let that go.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Gotta
let
tell
that
Mom.
go and tell Mom stay out of it.
Mama
The
gonna say
problem is if she let the sister's husband kiss her, which I don't hear nothing about no fight at the pool. I didn't hear no I snatched and fell in the water.
But they were
I didn't
drunk.
hear we knocked over the barbecue. I didn't hear none of that. So she might have fell into his arms and really went with this.
Okay, Mama. All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Shaka Zulu, that name may sound familiar to a lot of people. Shaka Zulu is a long-time music executive and manager of rapper Ludacris. He's been charged with murder, aggravated assault, simple battery, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, according to arrest warrants. Shaka Zulu, whose real name is Ahmed Obafemi, is accused of fatally shooting a 23-year-old man in the chest, grazing another man in the leg, and assaulting a third man by slamming his head against a window outside of Apartment 4B restaurant in Atlanta. This happened back in June. 52-year-old Zulu turned himself in last week and posted a $200,000 bond that same day. Zulu and another man were both shot in the back, but Zulu is the only arrest made in this case. Zulu's lawyer issued this statement saying a close review of all the evidence, including the surveillance footage and eyewitness interviews, reveals that Mr. Zulu was attacked and jumped from behind by a gang of at least 4 individuals, sadly including the decedent, and was forced to defend himself after this gang repeatedly stomped, punched, and kicked him while he was on the ground in a defenseless posture. Mr. Zulu was shot in the back during the shooting and nearly lost his life and is still recovering from the nearly fatal injuries he sustained that evening. It is not lost on Mr. Zulu that someone lost his life, but had Mr. Zulu not lawfully defended himself, Mr. Zulu would have been killed that night. So, wow, that's a lot, and yeah, that's a whole lot.
No, that's really too bad because I've known this brother for a number of years, man. He's just always been just a fine businessman, a great guy, man. So I wish him well. I hope his attorney is correct with all this footage. That doesn't stop charges from coming in. We have to remember something. Just because a person's charged don't mean he's guilty.
Right, doesn't mean...
You know, and if this attorney's statements are true or remotely true, there could be a cause for self-defense. I just don't see this guy walking around initiating a crime. Just to
violence such as this.
No, that's not Shaka. We all know him. He's a stand-up guy, philanthropy work in the city of Atlanta. He cares about the community.
His track record's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
All right, yeah, so we'll keep you posted on what happens and develops in this story. And switching gears now, earlier, we mentioned that Junior had been out for a week.
Shirley, your announcement is not the way I want to get into this.
Well,
it's so
it's
wonderful
your show.
and polite, Shirley. You're such a wonderful
show.
host. This damn fool then came in here this morning and told us I'm married now.
Dignified.
What the hell, Junior? What?
Yeah, because you remember all them questions I had been asking you? That's what I was getting prepared for. That's why I needed to know.
So for those that missed it, what happened, Junior?
I was trying to tell over the weekend, I went down there to the church and got married. I'm really married.
We still bugging out about this.
Junior, I want you to hear how it sounded. Over the weekend, I just, went on got down there and got married. I was married now. I went down there, all them questions I was asking you, there it was. And next thing I know, oh, Lord, I look up, ding dong, I'm married.
What? Yeah. Junior, we talk all the time. You never once mentioned this to me, ever. So, Junior, you are legally married right now? That's where you were last week?
That paperwork is amazing. Did you see your name on that marriage license?
But boy, who did you marry?
No, who married him?
I married a lady that I've been dating for a very long time, and I love her. I mean, it really is. I mean, we just, when she walked in that chapel, man, the most beautiful thing I ever seen. That was so amazing. I said, God is actually on his mission, man. He actually did that for me.
You're not gonna go from that statement to
well, I'm trying to. I'm trying.
Well, who you think? You think I'm stupid?
Soften it.
Yeah, man.
That's it, Shirley. Trying to soften it up.
When she walked in, it was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. She coming down the aisle, I was just like, God is, and all of a sudden I'm having this realization, who I am, in this world and life of crime and criminology, and just coming on the heels of that last story we just heard, and I'm sitting up here just trying to figure out how God is good to me, because, I felt shot myself. It was I felt like it was a shot of love for me. I just tied it into the last story. It just felt like a shot of love to me. I said, boy,
what, Junior? I hate to ask you this, Junior, but this is personal, but was she pregnant?
No.
I hate
He's
to ask
too
you that.
old for that.
No.
He's too old for that.
It wasn't no shotgun wedding.
You ain't got to marry nobody because they pregnant no more.
Yeah. This wasn't no shotgun wedding, Shirley.
Ask it though.
You know, and,
congratulations, but we're in shock.
So, do you have kids now?
What is going on?
I'm a husband, a father, and a grandfather on one day. I did all of that.
Oh, you gonna need therapy, boy.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm actually, and it has to be Mr. Junior now because I got grandkids.
Mr. Junior. Have you heard your voice? Ain't nobody finna call you Pawpaw. Pawpaw.
Yeah.
What? Hold on, Mr. Junior. We gotta get the rest of the
Mr.
story
Junior.
later. He said that's what we have to call him now. All right, coming up at 20 minutes after. Wow, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up. We have to talk about this Jackson, Mississippi ongoing water crisis and what's been happening. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A class action lawsuit has been brought against the city of Jackson, Mississippi, and the city's ongoing water crisis. It is the first federal class action lawsuit seeking injunctive relief and monetary damages against various government and private engineering entities over the neglect, mismanagement, and maintenance failures that led to an environmental catastrophe, leaving more than 153,000 Jackson area residents without access to safe running water. Legal counsel representing the plaintiffs stated government officials are turning a blind eye to contaminated water and letting a major American city's infrastructure crumble into disrepair. This lawsuit seeks to bring justice and safe, clean water to the Jackson community. Jackson's boil water notice was lifted almost a week ago, but many Jackson residents are still traumatized by the lead and harmful bacteria that may still be lurking in the water supply. Wow. I mean, yeah, this is
horrific.
sad. Yeah,
It's
this
so
really,
sad.
really is. Yeah.
Well, the sadness of it is this only happens in communities that are underserved, undertaxed, underprivileged, and black, period. It don't happen nowhere else. This is what happened in Flint, Michigan.
Yeah.
It only happens there. This don't happen in the Hamptons. This is not going to happen in the Prescott area in Dallas. This won't happen in Plano.
Right.
You know, no, this won't happen in Sugarloaf in Houston. It's not going to happen.
And it's sugar.
Sugarland.
That's
Sugarland.
okay. It's okay.
It's a Sugarloaf in Atlanta.
Yeah,
And it's a
good.
Sugarland in
Sugarloaf is
Texas.
good.
This ain't going to happen in Beverly Hills.
But no, not Beverly Hills.
No.
For
You
sure.
better talk. You better
It's
talk.
not. And you just have to just tell the truth about it. You know, everybody is, our country as supposed to be the richest and most opportunities available and the freest country of them all. That's our claim. But we find a way to treat our people about as bad as a country with that reputation can do. Now, if your country don't have that reputation, if you led by a dictator, that's a horrible tyrant, that's you. But we're talking about the United States of America. And the fact that we can't even fix this water problem with all our resources. So hold on, let me ask you something. We can put a man in a spaceship, take him to the moon, land him, and bring him back to the same landing place. That's what we're able to do?
Yes.
But we can't get the people in Jackson, Mississippi some damn water. Help me understand that. Ready, set, go. Help me.
All right, Steve, we're going to move on and switch gears here because coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll talk to Sister Odell. She was over in London, and we'll see what happened over there for the Queen's funeral. We'll see right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Sister Odell is here. She brings us news from across the pond. She was in England.
Lord Jesus,
Newly convicted sounds like.
keep me in his arms. Whoa, he will. Yes, sir. Glory! Good morning, everyone.
Hey, Sister Odell.
Good morning, Shirley.
Good
Carly.
morning.
Hey.
Sippy. Sorry what's happening to the water, sweetie. We gonna pray for you. Get it all straight for the peoples down there. Hey, Junior boy.
Good morning, Sister Odell.
Heard you got married this weekend and ain't tell nobody.
Yes, ma'am. That's actually what happened.
Yeah.
Well, that was dumb. How y'all doing today?
Wait, what? You just...
Why you
That
say
was
that,
dumb?
Sister Odell?
Just ain't nobody gonna say it to him but the truth teller, huh? All right, that's fine with me. That's what I'm here for. What's going on, everyone?
Well,
I'm not even gonna talk to him because I'm not sure. I'm gonna check. And make
You
sure,
gonna check to see if he really got married?
My granddaughter works down at the coat. And I'm gonna call down there and have her do the internet thing and see
Yeah,
if
you
it's
can
in
check
there.
the marriage license.
Check to see if Junior got married.
Okay.
well, he is wearing a ring. That's some news. But the other thing that's going on, we heard you were in England. We don't know. Did you go to the Queen's funeral, or were you over there?
Yes,
just
I
saving
went
souls?
over there. You know, me and the Queen used to roll a while back.
Wait a minute, what?
Huh?
Before she was queen, you know, she was just a white girl.
Yeah.
Now, she's
And
been
that's the
queen 70 years.
For 70
Wait.
years.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well,
was
she
in her
been the
20s.
queen 70 years.
Uh-huh.
Before that, she was just a white girl. And that's when I knowed her.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
You know, we ran for almost 20 years. Then when she became queen, you know, she got all up there, you know. Act like she ain't know nobody then, you know. We hung out a couple times after that, you know. But, you know, I had to quit hanging with her because she started wearing all them different colors, you know.
Oh, with the matching hats.
You know, all that powder blue and yellow and all that. If you ain't going to wear missionary white, we can't run no more.
So people that hang with you have to wear white too, Sister?
Well,
Odell?
if we hanging, where's we going? I'm a missionary for Jesus. I ain't finna get off of that just because you the queen now. You know, you might be the queen, but I'm going to see the king.
Amen, Sister Odell. Yes, Lord.
And I wanted to say also congratulations to the new king.
Yes.
He a handful now.
Yeah,
Lord,
King Charles
his wife
III.
is. Woo, good Lord.
What
Now,
about her?
Sister Odell.
What?
Say it. Go ahead, say
What?
Truth need to be told.
it. Say it.
What? Well, what is the truth? What do you mean?
I saw him and the queen standing together. I didn't know who was who.
Not who was who.
Are you saying they look alike?
Hey, queen, king, king, queen, queen. I didn't know who was what. I was just as confused.
Your Majesty.
Hi, your majesty, or your king, your majesty. I didn't know what it was.
You know, he's pretty particular. You know,
He's
the
what?
king is. He's been throwing tantrums and firing people.
Oh, you know, he
petty,
been
they
waiting to
say.
be king for a long time.
And, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he in there showing his natural behind now. He in there
Yes,
got
he
him
is.
ironing shoelaces and, you know,
Oh, you heard about that,
making
huh?
shepherd pie in the middle of the night.
That's a heavy meal.
Bringing extra hay into the room now and all that.
Extra hay.
Well, the people, they got fired for bringing the hay in. They thought it was a horse in there. She got a black horse. Well, they thought it was her. That'll get your ass put out
wow,
the pallet.
look at the time. Okay.
Oh, y'all
we
ain't got time for the truth, huh?
we have to move on.
You said that you don't believe me, but you believe Junior.
Frank
It's
phone call
unreal. Hold on.
with the very married junior coming up next.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, I'm not trying to run him away. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, but right now it is time for the prank phone call. And guess who's in for the nephew? The newly married
The groom.
junior. We
groom.
just found out. We just found this out today.
I know.
That's why
It's a
you were
lot.
gone.
And boy, in
You
3 days
pranked
of
us.
marriage, this 3 days of marriage, boy, this tough, huh? You been doing this how long?
What?
Wait a minute. Whoa. Did you say this is tough?
Ooh. Ooh, man, 3 days in, boy, it's pressure.
3 days.
Talk about
Oh,
Yeah, man.
fool. fool.
I need to come by the house and talk to you, man. This 3 days in.
After the fact.
You don't need to bring that attitude over here to talk to me. Woo! We 3 days in, boy. You think these 3 days is in hell? Wait till the 3rd year.
Man, boy, I tell you, it's 3 days in. We're tough as hell right now, man. The stuff we had an argument about last night.
What?
What?
On
I'll
the
tell you about
second
that
day.
later. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But right now, here's your prank phone call. Your check bounced. Come on, Cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Monica, please.
Who's calling?
This is Brother Deshaun. I'm calling, actually, I'm a member Greater Missionary Baptist Church.
How can I help you?
Calling you actually about the offering. Now, did you I know you paid your tithes.
Yeah, I pay my tithes every Sunday.
Okay, now you paid a love offering as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now this past Sunday, I'm looking at a check that you left us with bank.
Right, I sure did. I wrote a check Sunday.
Okay, now the check, ma'am, was $250. Am I correct?
Right. I wrote 2 checks for my tithes and the love offering. Right. I wrote one for $250 for the love offering.
Okay, now.
What is this call regarding? Why are you calling me?
Well, what I wanted to tell you is that I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but your check that you wrote for $250 actually has bounced. And
wait a minute. You said my check bounced for $250?
Your check bounced. So what I'm doing is calling you about recouping the $250, as well as you cost us $30 in bank fees.
Wait a minute now. I wrote 2 checks. I wrote a check for $100. Did that one bounce?
I don't see to it that one bounced. All I know is the one that the love offering has bounced.
Well, did you put them in at the same time? Because I wrote them at the same time.
They all go in on Monday, ma'am. Now, I didn't put them in at the same time. I've been putting them in for the last 2-3 years. The problem is, why would people write these?
What is your name?
I'm Brother Deshaun.
And you was there this Sunday?
I was there. I don't think it matters when I was there, ma'am. The problem is that I didn't put these checks in, and I don't understand why y'all write these checks to the church,
wait a minute.
knowing that they gonna
y'all
bounce.
Write these checks.
There's a lot of people
My
write
checks are good.
Well,
I don't write bad checks.
Well, why
and
do we?
If one cleared, why the other one didn't clear?
Maybe you didn't have enough money for both of them to clear.
What did you just say?
Maybe you didn't have enough money in the bank for both of them to clear, and I don't understand why people write these.
I got plenty money in the bank, and all my checks clear. I don't write no rubber checks.
Well, you wrote one on Sunday, and that's the problem. How you gonna try to give a look?
Wait a minute. I think you got me confused with somebody else. I don't write no bad checks.
You done wrote this.
I'm trying to be nice to you.
I'm trying to be nice to you. When can we expect the $250 plus the $30?
So wait, $30?
That's the bank fees, ma'am, for the doggone check bouncing.
My check didn't bounce. I'm going to check my bank, and if my check clear, you're going to pay me $30 for calling me, harassing me about a $250 check bounce. I don't write no
Why would you write check? What, you want to sit up in the church and write these big number checks when you know you ain't got it in the bank?
What the did you say?
I said, why would you write these checks when the money ain't in there?
Let me tell you one thing. I don't write no bad checks, and you got a lot of nerves calling me, telling me my check bounced.
Your check is the one that has bounced. And
I'll tell you what you do. Since my check bounced, you pay the since you got all the money. And don't call me with this again. Hello?
Don't you hang up on me no more. When are we going to get this $250 and this $30?
Look. Somebody from the church tell me I wrote a bad check. I don't write no.
You did write a bad check.
I didn't write no bad check.
Yes, you did.
Wait a minute. Why are you calling me? Why the treasurer don't call me at church?
The treasurer is
the
busy.
Deacon, I ain't never know the deacon call nobody about no bad check. Your is full of and, thank you. You got the money.
I ain't got. Who in the hell is that in the background? Who is that?
Never mind who it is. We both go to the same church. And you gonna call me to I wrote a bad check. You don't you call me no more. And if the check bad, you pay it, okay?
Do Pastor know you talking like this?
Do Pastor know you calling me? Can you answer that?
Look, when are we gonna get this $280 is what we looking for from you.
I wrote a check for $250.
And
you will not get $280. You put the $30 with it.
You put $250 in there, it bounced. $30 cost us on bank fees. That's $280. When can the church expect their money?
Never. Not no $280. You will never get $280.
You gonna make me come by your...
And my check then... What did you say? I'm gonna do what?
You gonna make me come by your house and get this money.
Bring your on. Bring it. Bring your on.
What is the address on
Look
this
on
check?
the check.
I got it off the check. No,
Well, bring your on. I bet you'll be limping back.
I'm watching you. You better not be spending no money nowhere. You better not spend nothing till I get this $250 plus $30.
Whatever I want to, okay?
No, you know what?
I am, and you don't call me no more with this because my check did not bounce. I don't see how one check went through and the other bounced.
Let me say this to you. We cannot accept you back into the house of the Lord no more until
what did you say?
You are not. Don't you come in there Sunday until we get
coming up in there Sunday, and I'm gonna make sure I find your because you the person I want to see.
You gon'
And you know what? I'm gonna call the pastor right now and ask him because I don't believe my check bounced. You full of.
Well, let me say this before you call pastor.
No, I'm gonna call pastor. No, you should have talked with pastor before you call me with this information.
I got one more thing I need to say to you.
You ain't got nothing to say to me. You done upset me with this. Talking about I bounced a check. You should have went to pastor before you called me with this.
I'll tell pastor when I get, but I got one more thing to say before I leave. Is you listening?
What do you got to say to me? What do you have to say now that you gonna pay the check?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
Wait, what did you say?
Baby,
what did you say? What did you say?
I say this is Nephew Tommy, baby, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend has pranked you.
I'm gonna beat that. She just left here flying out the door in a hearse. No, she didn't. I'm gonna that.
Let me ask you one more thing, though, baby. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. Nephew left us with it. Your check bounced.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Junior.
Yeah,
let's
let me
skip
tell
all
you
that.
something.
Yeah.
Man.
What y'all have an argument?
Let me tell you something.
2 days in.
About what side of the bed she want now. Now, I ain't never, I'm left-handed. I need to be on the left side. She said, I like sleep on the left, but that's what we arguing about.
Who is she? Who is she, Junior?
My wife. Yeah.
You don't even have the voice tone to say that. Who is that, Junior?
My wife. That's what the whole thing about like she's like I'm sleeping on the left side, and I think it's because my tone. I've tried to be aggressive with her. It didn't really work. It didn't come back right. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I'm sleeping on the left side. You understand me?
Yeah,
and
that don't
nothing
that don't make nobody even roll over.
Nobody roll.
Yeah, let alone get up and switch sides. That ain't even a roll over. I hear that. I be thinking.
How did he sound, Steve? How did he say?
Said, hey, I'm sleeping on the left side. I'm left-handed. You hear me? I'm left-handed. I'm on the left side. This bed, 3 days. I tell you right now, listen to this. This bed ain't big enough for the two of us. Didn't move. I said this bed ain't big enough for the two of us.
Ooh, we gotta pray.
Well,
all
where
right,
you gonna sleep there, little Junior?
Oh.
Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter for today. The subject is, I'm trying not to run him away. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend Shirley Strawberry.
Are we really good, Steve, Junior? Are we really good? Okay. Subject. Thank you. Subject, I'm trying not to run him away. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 47-year-old woman, and I'm with a man that is out of my league. Don't get me wrong, I have a great job and I'm educated, but my past is sketchy. He's a surgeon, and his daughter just finished medical school. He's been divorced for 6 years, and he's ready to settle down with me. We met on a site for professional singles, and we've been dating for almost a year. I've never been married, but I worked as an escort and lived with a man for 14 years. Some say he was my pimp, but I looked at it as a business that we ran together, and we made a lot of money. During that time, I had a son by one of the guys I saw regularly. The guy found out he was the father and he filed for custody and won because of my lifestyle. I have a good relationship with my son and I paid for his private school tuition up until he graduated 2 years ago. I want to share this part of my past with my new boyfriend, but I do not want to run him away. I can't get that time back that I wasted as an escort, but I made sure that I changed my life for the better. My new man and I have run into my ex pimp or whatever he was, and I told my boyfriend that he's an ex boyfriend. In the past, my ex pimp purposely destroyed a great relationship I was in simply because he was jealous. I can't let my new man find out that way. I have not even told him that I have a son. What kind of man will be okay with this? I feel like the longer I wait, the worse it will be. I have been in counseling because I don't feel worthy of a good man like this, but I know we all have skeletons. Do you think he will judge me or dump me? Well, he might do both. But that, of course, depends on how he feels about you and the plans he has for you guys moving forward. You said he wants to settle down with you, but he doesn't have all the facts. He doesn't know about your past, and he doesn't know that you have a son. Everyone in life, each and every one of us has a past. Yours is different and yours is way more colorful than a lot of people's. Yes, it is. But the thing is, you say you are no longer that person. That's what I'm going to focus on. You've changed for the better, but you can't seem to get past your past. So how do you expect others to get past your past? You are constantly judging yourself. You're ashamed. You haven't forgiven yourself. You're living with all this guilt and fear. This has to be eating you up inside. But who are you now? Who are you now? That should be your focus. You know, you do need to sit down with this man and tell him you have a son who stays with his dad. Not telling him that looks very suspicious. Like, what else is she hiding? He's going to be thinking. You do not want him to think you're faking. You do not want him to think that you're not who he thought you were. I mean, you're not, but you'll have to explain that. You don't want him to find out from someone else. You will lose his trust that way. You got to tell him you have a son. He will ask you why you didn't tell him before. That's going to be a red flag for him. So I honestly think it's best to come clean with your guy now, right now, and tell him about your past. You got to do it. You don't have to tell him every little detail. And please don't mention the word pimp to him. Please don't do that. But tell him something. You have to. Because at some point, you're going to have to face your past, deal with it, let it go. It happened. You cannot change it. You're a better person now. You're worthy and valuable. You're seeing a therapist. I hope that they're telling you not to beat yourself up. You beat yourself up enough about your past. It's time to look to the future. If your boyfriend really loves you and wants you, he will accept you for who you are now. But you also have to accept who you are and who you were, deal with that, and move on with your life. Steve?
I don't know if I can.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Because what I'm going to tell you is going to be a little bit different from what Shirley said. And you have to weigh it out for yourself. All right, let's go. I'm trying not to run him away. I'm a 47-year-old woman. I'm with a man that's out of my league. Don't get me wrong, I have a great job and I'm educated, but my past is sketchy. Whenever you start a letter like this, we have a problem. How are you dating a man that's out of your league? When clearly men have one objective, to marry up. We will get the best chick that we can get. The one that makes us look and feel the best. So stop thinking you're out of his league because you're not. Now, because I know the whole letter, I was going to tell you, you say I'm educated, but my past is sketchy. I know a lot of people with some sketchy past. I can't tell you half of mine. He's a surgeon and his daughter just finished medical school. He's been divorced for 6 years and he's ready to settle down with me. We met on the site for professional singles. We've been dating for almost a year now. I've never been married, but I worked as an escort and lived with a man for 14 years. Some say he was my pimp. Right here.
Hold on, Steve. Yeah.
We got to kill all this right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is going downhill with these two. Escort, pimp, downhill, crashing. Plane on fire. Ain't nobody got a parachute. What we gonna do?
All right. Hang on, Steve. Part 2 of your response is coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, I'm not trying to run him away. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, I'm trying not to run him away.
Well, this 47-year-old lady that's dating a man she claims is out of league, and she just says, don't get me wrong, I got a great job and educated, but my past is sketchy. Well, her past is sketchy, but you shouldn't allow yourself to be married to your past. It's the future and who you are now. That's the key to this whole thing, right? But now we have a problem because we're going to get some information. He's been divorced for 6 years, ready to settle down with me. We met on the site for professional singles. We've been dating for almost a year. I've never been married, but I worked as an escort and I lived with a man for 14 years, and some say he was my pimp. Some say he was my pimp, but I looked at it as a business, and we ran together and we made a lot of money. Don't repeat that ignorant-ass line to nobody else. Now, we can't help you if you're going to keep saying dumb sugar honey iced tea. And that's all this is. Damn it. You'll write us with this information and then want some damn help.
It's a lot.
Talking about I've been married, I worked as an escort, and I lived with a man for 14 years. Some say he was my pimp. But I looked at it as a business that we ran together and we made a lot of money. What? During that time, I had a son by one of the guys I saw regularly. What? The guy found out he was the father and filed for custody and won because of my lifestyle. What? Lady, you can't tell this to no damn body. It ain't going over good with me. I don't even want you.
And you don't judge like that.
No, I don't. But you give me this information, and the next word out of my mouth is, I want to marry you. Something wrong with me at this point. I'm just going to be honest with you. All y'all listening, Steve, give her hope and all like that. You messed up, though, because you started the relationship wrong. You didn't divulge this information, and you can't pop this on this man now. I have a good relationship with my son, and I paid for his private school tuition until he graduated 2 years ago. I want to share this part of my past with my new boyfriend, but I don't want to run him away. Lady, he gone. Soon as you say this, he gone. Mm-hmm. And I can't think of no man that would stay. Unless his other hustle when he ain't being a surgeon is he a pimp?
What? What? Is he a pimp in the world?
I don't know of a guy that can sign up for this. I can't get that time back that I wasted as an escort, but I made sure that I changed my life for the better. Okay, now we're working with the positive now. You've changed your life. You're moving forward. That's good. Congratulations. But the thing about sin is that I learned, it costs you more than you want to pay, and it makes you stay longer than you want to stay. And everybody got a sin that they got to deal with. Congratulations on pulling yourself together and climbing up and changing your life, and I commend you for that, sister. My new man and I have run into my ex-pimp, or what I've just told you to quit saying that.
Stop saying that.
I just told your ass 4 lines back. Stop saying escort and pimp. Now, you talking about you ran up into your ex-pimp or whatever he was. You know what he was. He was the pimp. Y'all run a business together and you the only one with the product, and he's staying at the house collecting money. That's a pimp.
It's too much.
And I told my boyfriend that he's an ex-boyfriend in the past. My ex-pimp. Damn it. I done told you to quit saying pimp. My ex-pimp purposely destroyed a great relationship I was in simply because he was jealous. I can't let my new man find out that way. Well, how else he gonna find out? I have not even told him that I have a son.
That's the worst.
What kind of man will be okay with this? I don't know. Unless he a pimp. I'm just told you.
A pimp / surgeon.
Now, I've told you, unless he's a surgeon and he's pimping on the side.
No.
I feel the longer I wait, the worse it will be. It's already been a year. I've been in counseling because I don't feel worthy of a good man like this. You can get out of counseling. You need prayer. But I do know we all have skeletons. Do you think he would judge me and dump me? He gone. He gone. He's going to write this one off, start over, deuces. The next man you meet, tell him that you have a son. You can leave your past out of this. What have you been doing? I've been working various jobs. Stop saying escort. Stop saying you had a pimp. You don't have to report that news to nobody. It ain't nobody's damn business. Everybody deserves to recover and get it right.
Right.
Now I think you should go ahead and tell this guy and see what he do.
Yep. All right, Steve. Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM and check out the Strawberry Letter
You try not
podcast.
to run him away, but when you tell him this.
On demand. Up next, it is Sports Talk with the newly married Junior right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Junior. You're married, so you probably haven't seen many sports.
Hell no. You in a sport called marriage. Yeah, this is a sport.
I got some questions.
Go ahead. Yeah, skip sports. We need to talk. Go ahead.
I need to talk to you.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't understand. Like
you're never gonna understand.
Okay, that's never. I ain't gonna ever understand.
No, you cannot figure a woman out. Put your damn hand down, because he's talking about you.
I'm just saying.
What, Junior?
You remember you had told me a while back, like it's time for you to get out. You need to go and get married. Well, I went and did that.
Whoa. When I tell you that?
Probably about 3 years ago. You said, Joe, it's time. You look like an old horse out there you need to get married. You remember that? Okay. Well, now I got married. Now I don't. Yeah, he told me I look like an old horse. That you ain't got no more sway. Just an old horse.
When you have a pot belly, you should be married.
He's working on it.
Yeah. And so I'm just saying, now I got married. Now what I do?
What?
Yeah. I done got married now. Now what I'm supposed to do?
No.
I know. I'm just so worried.
Junior, you don't even understand what this is. What am I supposed to do now?
Yeah.
Because I'm finna hurt him.
He needs to hear the truth.
Junior, you now belong to another person. You have signed up for a contract that allows this person to determine a lot of things in your life that you've never needed help with before. Why we got to park back here? This place is closer. Because I don't want nobody to scratch your car. But I don't want to walk this far.
I got on these heels.
Wait. I've never had to consider this type of stuff before.
You have to do all of this?
Everything. Why you leave that door open?
What?
Why you leave
so
that
all of
door
this?
Because if I go back over there to get another cookie, I ain't got to open the door. Well, damn it, close the door and open it every time you want a cookie.
Can I tell you something? I've realized that when I go get a bottle of water, I got to bring 2 back. I just came back with 1 bottle of water.
Your stupid ass think you the only one thirsty?
Love the little things.
Oh, you gonna want some sex, but I can't get no water. What? Where you going with this?
I've been doing that. That's the very thing you talking about. I've been doing that for 5 days.
Yeah.
I ain't understood none of this.
Yeah. Heard before you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got to move on, Junior. Coming up, I don't know how we can, but we're going to. Coming up at the top of the hour.
Now us.
Did you know that middle-aged white women travel to Africa for sex? Surprised anyone? All right, we'll be back.
Middle-aged white women travel to Africa for sex. I understand.
Okay. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so did you guys know that Gambia is the biggest sex tourism destination in Africa for European women? Who knew?
It is.
Yeah. Yes, older retired British women and other European women visit the country in search of young men to date or pay for sex. The men are called bumpsters, and this is big business for the young African men. But after more than 30 years of seeing thousands of middle-aged and older women visit annually for sex tourism, the Gambia government is sick of it and seeks to change Gambia's reputation. The director of Gambia's tourism board stated, What'd you say?
I know some dudes over there going, I'll be damned. The hell you over here? Why aren't you talking to us about this? Go ahead.
The director of Gambia's tourism board stated, what we want is quality tourists that come to enjoy the country and the culture, but not tourists that just come for sex. You say what, Steve Harvey?
I mean, I understand that, what the government is saying and all this. We talking about supply and demand, though.
Okay.
You know, they coming over here demanding it. I don't know what you want these dudes to do, because they are dudes now. And, you know, I don't know what, like...
Bumpsters.
Yeah, they might be called bumpsters, but, you know, you got to find them from somewhere, so they got to have business cards, websites. You know, they
Word
got
of mouth.
commercials out.
Commercials?
Come see Africa.
Yeah.
The way it really is.
Yeah.
We've carried your bags. We've picked your cotton.
Oh.
Now come let us lay your ass down.
That's the commercial?
I love it.
Now here's another commercial. Tired of feeling guilty. Colonialization bothering you.
Oh.
Guilt racking your nerves.
You just say anything.
Come to Gambia and pay us all back. It's a small gesture.
Yeah.
But come and cleanse yourself.
Yeah.
In the motherland. And then the drums start.
Yeah.
Everything is drum. Everything is done by the beat of the drum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick the beat you like, and we'll match you up with the boy.
What? The bumpster.
Yeah.
That's choice one. Choice two. Choice three, you could have got this in Jackson, Mississippi with the sonic boom. Yeah, you didn't even have to go to Africa for that. You could have went to the HBCU. You could have saved yourself a whole lot of money in that trip if that's what y'all are trying to do. We're doing the same thing over here.
Wonder how much they get paid. Yeah.
I mean, Gambia should embrace this. That's what they really should. They really should embrace it.
Well, they did for 30 years.
Oh, it's some men over here doing it for real.
Yeah, should do. Embrace it.
Yeah.
First of all, everybody.
Yeah, they want to. They want to clean up their image, though.
Go and embrace it.
Don't just come over here for sex. Enjoy our country. Enjoy our culture. Okay.
It's helping the economy, though. It's helping the economy.
Yeah, it is.
He says commerce.
Yeah, it's commerce driven. Yeah. Yeah.
It is definitely helping.
I gotta look it up and see how that's done on a serious note. Yeah. Because I've never heard of it.
No, neither have I.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I know they've been doing it over here with athletes for years.
For years.
All right, now. Better tell us, Steve.
You do what you got to do, huh?
All right. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here's a question for you. Would you enroll your child in the Donda Academy? That's the question. It's Kanye's exclusive private school in California, and reportedly Kanye makes the parents of the students sign a non-disclosure agreement before the child is admitted. A consultant to Donda Academy stated that parents who want to enroll their children in the school are looking for a good Christian school in that area, and there's also a certain notoriety that comes with being affiliated with Donda, so there's no need to advertise. The school has around 100 children currently enrolled, and for the record, no, Kanye's own children do not attend the school. Remember, he spoke out on social media about that a couple of weeks ago. The school is not accredited by the state of California.
If his kids ain't in there, why is mine gone?
Well, him and Kim are battling about that.
Yep. He came out and talked about that.
I mean, it's difficult to send your child to
I think
school.
it's excellent.
Accredited.
He's done something like that as opening a school.
Yeah.
If it's not accredited, how do the kids get credit towards graduation of some kind?
Yeah, you got to work on that part.
I mean, I was assuming,
you want to have it. You want to make it accreditation. That legitimizes it.
Exactly.
That just makes sense. What you don't want to do is have these kids go to school, and then when they have to go to a regular school, they got to start over.
But what I do like about it,
kindergarten, and your ass is 9.
All right, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up in 33 minutes after. We'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather always be underdressed and tacky, or be overdressed and gaudy? And just gaudy.
That's what I was this weekend. Overdressed and gaudy.
Underdressed and tacky, or overdressed and gaudy. I'm gonna go with the overdressed and gaudy. Feel how you want to feel about me. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I'm going overdressed. Yeah.
I know we had a picnic, and I know the suit is pink, but this is all I had.
And what's with that big brooch on your lapel?
Yeah.
All of that.
All right. Would you rather be bad in bed and not know it, or have bad body odor and not know it? So bad in bed and not know it, or have bad body odor and not know it? Ew.
I'm going with A all day long. Because at least I'm busy. I'm busy, though.
You might not be good at it, but...
No,
so you'd rather be bad in bed and don't know it than bad body odor and don't know it.
Yeah. I smell good, but I'm busy.
Well...
What, Steve? What's yours?
What you going to do, huh?
Well, it's a twofold question, because now I go with being bad in bed and don't know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my prior life, I could not allow that to happen.
So you
stellar reputation.
So you rather have bad body odor and
yeah, you know, but you've never heard that about me. Well, he wasn't nothing. I was disappointed. No, a lot of stuff about me, but you ain't heard that. That room ain't out nowhere.
But you'd rather people say bad body odor?
My bad, dog. Just came from the gym. My bad. How about that?
Every time.
You know, I saw you fall back. I saw you fall back just now. I think I know what that is. My bad. I apologize. Woo! That kind of got me a little bit too. All right now. Yeah.
Come on.
Woo! You do. I said, my bad. Hey, dog. Hey, dog, come on, man. You ain't got to wipe your eyes with tissue. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
But bad body odor and not know it. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on,
All
dog. Come on now. Get up out the floor. All this fainting and stuff.
He passed out. He fainted.
Yeah.
All right. Last one, I think, depending on time. Junior, newly married, would you rather forget your wife's birthday or forget her anniversary?
I'll forget that anniversary. I mean, not the anniversary. I'll forget that birthday if I forget that
you're not.
anniversary.
No, you're
not. The other way.
Stupid
right
again.
there.
That's the wrong answer.
All right,
so
that's
damn dumb.
Junior, you got work. You got work to do. All right, we'll be back with our last break of the day. And at 49 minutes after, some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You've probably heard about the benefits of Globe Life Insurance, like how easy it is to buy with a fast approval process and no waiting period. More people choose life insurance from Globe Life than any other company. Call them today at 1-800-251-5400 or visit globeliferadio.com. A representative can guide you through the process in minutes. Again, that's 1-800-251-5400 or globeliferadio.com. All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day, and it is time for some closing remarks from the one and only Steve Harvey. What you got, Steve?
Well, my closing remarks is because I found out that my young mentee got married over the weekend.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah. Congrats, Junior.
Thank you.
You can play the closing remark music, but
you ain't got to. I just have questions.
Like, you have questions? Go ahead. I'm going to answer them as serious as I can.
Dave.
I mean, because you already see I'm already struggling. I'm already treading water. You see already that I'm having issues. Yeah. And so I need to just
at day
know.
3.
At day, and
go ahead.
Yeah,
you better do that count.
And I'm saying, just like is everything I got to do about her? Like, is anything in this for me?
Yeah, it's gonna be something for you. But I want you to. These are the rules.
Everything.
You and her. You've signed a contract, Junior. He is now she, and she is now he. Every time you get ready to say he or I, you have to think of her. See, me is no longer me. It's we.
I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Her is no longer her. It's us.
Tell jokes like that.
What is no longer what. It's how.
Every day? Every day?
Till your ass divorce her. Yeah. What else you need to know?
Well, how about food? If I'm out at a fast food restaurant, I got to bring something back.
Well, let me explain something to you. You can come up in that house and sit down with your bag in front of the TV and start eating out of it if you want to.
You better school them.
And the fact that you didn't consider her or call her to ask her if she wanted anything, you've made your last decision alone. Every decision you make moving forward, Junior, has to filter and incorporate her in the decision. If not, the penalty is severe. Next question.
Because I'm saying, Uncle, like I did, because she was fine.
No, right here. See that right? You said, I'm saying. You won't say nothing else no more. Let that be the last time you say you said something. Go ahead, next question.
So you just said if you said something, so now I'm finna say something, so I need to stop saying that?
No, go ahead and say it. You can say it to me.
Okay, I'm saying to you, because I'm trying to tell you, like my money, like I got to
our. Yeah, our. O-U-R.
Oh,
my.
H. Oh, our. My money gone now? My money gone?
Oh, hell. What?
My money
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. Watch this right here, and I don't even know the answer to this. Who paid for the wedding?
Oh, man, I did.
Okay, well, you don't think there's some more coming behind that?
Oh, man.
You think all you was going to do was pay for the wedding?
That's it.
Boy, you finna pay for lifestyle, everything. What else your stupid ass want to know? Go ahead.
Steve. Am I ever going to be right again? Am I ever going to be right?
You're wrong. From now on. Get used to it. Your damn opinion. What? I asked you what you thought. You ain't listen to me. The key to being married, listen to me, Junior. Here's the key to being married. This is rule number 1. All you need to know from now on. You can be happy or you can be right. Pick.
But I like being right. I've been right a long time. I've been right
Cool. Okay, cool.
So what that mean?
Cool. Then your ass ain't finna be happy. Next question.
Oh, my God. All of this has got to...
Yeah,
okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Ooh, he's not going to make it.
Her family, I got all her family, too.
Yeah. Everything come with its package.
Okay.
Does she have kids?
Yes, sir.
You are now a father.
Okay.
Does the kids have any kids?
Yes, sir.
You are now a grandfather.
What?
Yeah. Your little ass that ain't never been married, you done bit into the whole enchilada. Your ass is now a husband, a daddy, and a granddaddy. And 3 days in, you don't even know what's coming.
Okay, now let me ask you, how do you be a grandfather? 'Cause I don't have no grandfather advice other than stop, put that down, get from over there. That's all I got.
Yeah.
What do grandfathers do?
And they gonna hate you.
Wait a minute. I didn't mess around.
You're about to find out just how stupid you really are.
This is such gloom and doom.
This is horrible.
The wife is gonna tell you, the children are gonna tell you, and the grandkids will let you know.
Yeah.
And Junior.
Yes, sir.
With all that said,
Yeah.
marriage can be one of the greatest things that's ever happened to you. You just got to learn the damn rules. And right now, you don't know them.
And you're not helping.
What year does that kick in? Because these 3 days.
It need to kick in now.
3 days in.
Junior, we'll be discussing this tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior is now married, and we're doing Steve Harvey counseling will begin on tomorrow.
You're the worst.
And tomorrow we will be discussing the positive aspects of marriage, because right now for you there are none.
Congratulations, Junior. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.